Hello, very quick one today. Today I'm going to show you how to drill a hole in a bath. It's not something you can ever get wrong. You've got to do it right first time. I'm going to take the camera now, but before I do, basically the idea is I'm going to fit these taps, some bath mixer taps, onto the bath, and I'll show you now. There's the corner there of the bath that you can just see. There's no holes in it, and basically the customer is going to want the taps basically about there. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I won't show you the next part, is I'm going to mask this area up because we need to be able to mark the bath and to make sure we've got the taps symmetrical. As I say, you won't get a second go at this. Look, you can see it's all perfectly clean, and the holes have got to be right, they've got to be the correct distance, because if they're not, you're going to have to install a brand new bath and probably pay for a brand new bath out of your own pocket. So let's get to it. Okay, as you can see, I've used masking tape. I've masked it all up. You're not going to be able to see the lines at the moment, so in a minute I'm going to put some red tape on there just so as you can see them. But the reason for masking is really so as we can get an accurate, just an accurate view. If I try and mark onto the white surface of the bath, number one, I could damage the bath. Number two, you're just not going to get good pencil lines to take. So I know that the width of the taps, of these taps here, the width of that is 230 mil. So what I've actually done is I've measured 230 millimeters from one end of the bath, and I've measured the same again from that end to that end. Now, what I then done is taken, and I'll say I'll mark all this up in red. At that point where I've marked it 230, I've drawn a pencil line straight down there from the edge of the bath. And I've also done another one at that same point, straight down here. Now, just in case the edges of the wall aren't perfect, I've measured centrally from this point to this point and taken a point there, and also drawn another line from the very point of there, the edge of the bath, all the way through, and that is giving us a central position. So we know the centre of the tap should be there, the edge of the taps should be resting on either side of this line. I'll just put it in red tape for you to see. Okay, as you can see, it now has tape on it. I've only done that to try and make it video friendly, and I can actually see my pencil marks perfectly fine. It's probably better if you do use white masking tape, because then the pencil marks will show up a lot better, but I always tend to use blue masking tape just because it's better for me for all the other applications on the job. This is basically, has a better adhesive quality to it, this masking tape. Anyway, I'm going to place the taps right in there, and that is, we know those taps are absolutely symmetrical. I can also see the centre line running right the way through here and through the middle of the taps. We just know that that's in a very good position now. Before I do that, I just want to bring your attention here. I'm going to basically draw around. Once I place the taps down, I'm basically going to draw around the inlets there. Okay, I'm going to have to stop the video to do that because I need to get my arm around to do it. But what I'll be doing is I'll be having two circles on there, and that will give me the guide holes where I'm going to basically drill through. Okay, hopefully you can see now, there are the pencil marks. And that's what I'm going to use as my guide for drilling through. They know we're central. It's also quite important that you measure the distance from here, from the edge to the start on both. If you get that, then you just know it's going to be perfectly symmetrical. Right, the ends of these taps, you can see here, if you look, that's reading at 1 inch, okay? Now, I'd always be very careful when you do this, because you just think, okay, that's 1 inch, I'm just going to go and get a hole cutting bit, that is 1 inch as well. Okay, here is my hole cutting piece. It already has the arbor on it, and it actually says it has the size written on the side, and also you can just see there that that's the right size. But just for peace of mind, this is what I always do. No matter how many times I've done this, I will still take the tap just to make sure that that works. As I say, you get one shot at it. You cannot check, double check and triple check too many times. So I now know that this is the right piece. I'm now going to attach this to the drill, and the next scene you'll see is me drilling the bath. Okay, the hole cutter is attached to the drill. I've said this before in my other videos, make sure it is not on hammer action. You will just break that bath and it will have chips and everything all over it. You'll have to get a new bath. It's got to cut really, really cleanly. I actually don't have it on the highest setting at all. I don't want it to be going so fast that it's absolutely vibrating too much. I want a nice clean cut with this. Right, very, very important as well, something I like to do. It's so easy to drop this into the bath. Keep a tight grip on it. I've basically got an old pad there as well, which I'm just going to place under, just in case I do accidentally drop the bath. It's going to hopefully fall on the cushioned area. Right, I'm now just going to basically start to drill. I'm going to take the first hole first, obviously. I'm going to place that into that hole that I've marked. I'm just going to start drilling straight away. Make sure when you're drilling that you're not at an odd angle. Don't be too much like that. You want to go down straight. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm not pushing down so hard, because what I don't want to do is push so hard that when it does eventually go through, the drill follows it and I end up smacking this part of the drill onto the bottom or this bit onto there. So I'm just letting the drill bit do its bit, basically. I'm not pushing it. And there you go, that's gone through. Again, I'm going to take this drill straight away from there. I'm just going to clean that up slightly with my hand. But if you just keep the camera on there, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm just going to triple check again. I'm now going to check by putting that there, that my other hole is perfectly lined up. The other hole that I've drawn with the pencil here is lined up. And that's still pretty good. So I'm just going to go straight for it again. Get it on that hole. Double check, triple check. Be really sure you've got it in the right area. Check all around. You got the camera on that?
Yeah.
Again, I'm not entirely happy with my position, so I'm actually going to go and stand on my pad here, just so I can control the drill better. And there you go, for that final bit, just stops it being damaged at all. Now, that's all done. It's at this point. I'll just give this a brush. Obviously, I'll give that a hoover in a minute, but just for the purposes of the video, let's just take all of the tape off. It'll never come off all at once. As you can see, just take it off, and there you go. There are the holes. They're going to need a little file down. I mean, just because where that drill turns so quickly, it creates a lot of heat, and actually just around the top there, it does actually melt it slightly. So it's created a little lip on there, which needs. There's several ways you can do it. You can actually break it off with your nail if you so want to. I do actually give it a little file because this needs to create a good water seal. But what I'll do is, you'll see now, I'm not going to show you how to fit the tap and install the tap, because that will be a completely separate video. We'll show you how to plumb a bath tap in. This is really all about cutting holes into a bath. I mean, it's a separate skill in itself, really, and you really need to concentrate on that. As I say, it's not something you can get wrong. It's got to be done correctly. But I'll just show you the taps, what they look like in situ. I'll pop them up there. The point is, this is meant to create a seal here. It's a shower bath, as you can see. It's a P-shaped shower bath. If there are ridges on the top here, it's not going to create a tight seal when this goes in, so that's why you have to make sure this is all filed down. But just in terms of look, there you go. There are your bath taps. That's it. Once again, thank you very much for watching. As I say, there's lots of other videos if you want to see how to install a set of taps. I'll be doing that very shortly, but we've got how to apply silicone, how to fit a shower screen, how to use water isolation valves, lots and lots of different videos. If you want to see more of those or be alerted whenever we do a new one, please do press the button there, circular button. Just if you press that, it subscribes you to our channel. And of course, I'll suggest some other videos you might want to watch right here as well. Until next time, thank you very much for watching.